the waste is moving through as fast as it can. The other thing is we are now shutting down one of those force mains under the bridge so that we're only using one during the off season and moving that waste through again faster, hopefully, than before. And speed is our friend, right? It's not sitting in the system. I now will reference the exhibit that I gave you. Just a simple way to point out how long some of this waste is sitting in the system before it gets to sands and then before it gets all the way to the treatment plant. That is almost 6 miles from one end to the sand station and then from the sand station to the treatment plant. That is a long time. One of the things that I've picked up on more recently is we've got lift stations along the way to get to sands, but then after sands, it's almost 6 miles to the treatment plant. That's a lot. And it may be something we want to take a harder look at. We will take a harder look at and see if there's, we need to add a station in between. Because, as I just mentioned, we want to get this stuff through the system as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. And if it might be that stuff is sitting in the system so long that those H2S levels are really high. And again, they're corrosive. So much so that here recently, a couple weeks ago, I was on my way home in the evening and I smelled something, and I hadn't smelled it in that area before. So I thought, well, State Park's doing some work over there, and maybe there's a blow-off valve, so maybe it's just a one-off. Friday rolls around, I'm on my way home, I'm smelling it again, so I called Chris and I said, hey, have someone take a look at it. We found a break, we found a leak. Friday evening, the guys are out there uncovering this and didn't get it repaired until I think early Sunday morning. It's a 24-inch interceptor. We have 2 interceptors. Those are the big pipes. There's a 24 and an 18. The 18 was built in '84. The 24 was built in like 2002. They parallel each other starting at around D Highway to the plant. The leak that we found was on the 24, the newer one. When we got in there and uncovered it, it gave us a lot of reason to pause. So we repaired it, but now what we need to do and are taking steps to do in the next couple of weeks is bring in resources that can access that pipe. We're probably going to have to break the pipe in a couple of spots to get access because there are very limited access points, which is also another problem long term. We'll repair it after we get in there, and we'll take a look in both directions about 3,000 feet. And if we can get about 3 of these spots, we'll have enough to define if this was a one-off, which we're praying for, or if it's systemic. So I'm not saying this to sort of worry anybody. I'm just kind of being an open book throughout this process. So I will report back as soon as I know more about that. One of the things that, one of the things that staff is feeling good about is, we're staffing up, our competence level's coming up, and with more bodies, we're able to cover more ground. So our PMs are starting to look positive. We're starting to turn the corner, and we think 2026, regarding the stations, the couple of thousand of them, that we'll start to see the results of a good preventative maintenance program. Lastly, I don't follow Facebook. I don't follow the city business on Facebook. It's something I chose to do professionally a long time ago. But people do share comments with me on matters, and I see one reoccurring thing, and I just wanted to speak to that. Our maintenance team is out there. They're working their butts off. They're working smart to minimize failures and odor and become that proactive group. They are out there 24/7, 365, all day, all times of the day, all times of the night. Rain, snow, cold, heat, during football games, during Christmas, all that, right? And some of those comments, they see it. And I'm speaking to the public as well. We're just asking for some more grace and a little more patience. Give us a little more time to work through this. We'll get it right. But it's hard enough to recruit and retain employees in the sewer world. and those kinds of things don't help. So I appreciate everybody's time and support and patience. We will get through this. That's all I have. I'll entertain any questions you have, and then I'll give my winter weather report.
Very good. Thank you, Jeff. Questions from the board? All right. Good report. Eric Hundell.
Well, can I get my winter weather real quick?
I'm sorry?
Can I get my winter weather report real quick?
Sure.
Eric may be speaking to this too. I hope I ain't stealing your thunder.
Jump in.
All right.